Welcome back, group. It's Mac T here. Thought I'd play a little bit of music with the Band of One so you guys could get used to him, because he's a fixture with Mac T, Ford Edge, and Lincoln MKX. So I want you all to enjoy his music, and don't forget, go to his group page on Facebook and of course like his page and hear more of his music that he puts together. And of course listen, and he enjoys it. He likes the notoriety. So Band of One, Facebook. That being said, this is a wonderful snowy November start time. Yes, had a snow this morning, so got my snow tires on. What about you? Do you have your snow tires on is the question. And are you ready for that snow? But the first thing that we want to of course start doing is go through our new members and everything that we have of course gathered up here, and I seem to have lost them. There they are. And of course we want to start out with you, the new members that just joined, and we had a good 20 some of them here this last week, and it looks like we're growing ever quickly. But let's start out with the welcome to our new members, and that is Don and Brandon, Mark, Valentino, Emerson, Chip, Vaibahavi, Loca, Pedro, Justin, Holly, Raymond, Ken, Kimberly, Lisa, Jonathan, Eric, Val, Josh, Mark, Chris, Jim, Santos, Jake, Stacy, Cassie, and Weege, I guess is the name of that other person. So we welcome all of you to the group. And of course, folks, share this group and invite your other friends and associates that have the Ford Edge to come join this group and of course make it what it is. And it is a great group, and I think we help a lot of people out in that process. So by all means, throw your questions out there, and we can get things going. Let's see, what we generally do, of course, is we cover our topics that we have, and one of them I like to call, if it ain't broke, you're not trying hard enough. And of course we want to send that out to a couple of folks, and it looks like we got Frank Marsh here. He's got a question on the BAMR. Yes, we have the BAMR, and I'm not going to say it on here, but big moonroof. Yeah, so that BAMR is always out there. So if it ain't broke, you aren't, of course, trying hard enough. But basically what you got is, of course, you got drain problems in that there, Frank, and they need to figure out where they're clogged. That means you have to clean the rails and try to make sure that, of course, everything can drain through those little tiny holes. It doesn't take much to clog them up, and then the water has to go someplace. If it ain't going down the drain holes, it's eventually going to go, and just like the dam that fills up, it eventually overflows into the interior of the edge. So you got one of two choices. I guess you could drill bigger holes, or you could use compressed air to try to blow those holes out and of course clean them. Just like the AC drain vent, you can try that, low pressure air. Don't be running 190 psi through that thing, but you do want to try to clean it out that way. Maybe pipe cleaners or something like that too. But again, get that thing cleaned out so it drains, because winter's coming. We don't need a leaky BAMR to make our day really bad, and that's of course what will happen. Now, as far as what we got going on here in the group, we have had a lot of different questions, a lot of new members showing off their fine edge sports, SEs, SELs, limiteds, titaniums. We're just having a great time with a lot of new members and covering everything that of course is going on. Cassie, she's showing off her edge, and that is a fine, it looks like a silver 1.5. Yeah, it's a 2013, and of course that thing looks like she just picked it up out of the showroom. Congratulations, Cassie, on your new acquisition. And of course, do not be afraid to ask us what to do, and we'll get you on the right track on that. You saw my video, of course, of it snowing. And then, of course, I was playing with Frank. Frank, I'm sorry, I was in a weird mood today. And I was having a little fun with you when you asked me how can I get more out of my 3.7, and I approached it like you're gonna sell it. Yeah, just having fun. But we did eventually get you the answer, and that was the tune, wasn't it? So tune it up, and of course change it, and then you'll get more horsepower out of it. Let's see what else we got. Stacy was asking about safety on the Lincoln MKX Blacker Reserve model, and what the equation is to the edge, because the crash testing was all on the edge, but they were applying the data to the MKX. Folks, they're built right along the same line. Okay, there's nothing different for these things. They are twins. Okay, identical in most aspects except for sheet metal and of course interior. You look at the body, you look at the door protection inside guards, you look at the airbags, the placements, everything. Engine, transmission, there's minor tweaks here. The suspension, like the shocks, might be a little bit different internally for dampening. The sway bar links would be maybe the bushing's a little bit different, but overall that is the same platform. It has the same crumple zones, has the same side impact protections, and it has all the other safety features for collision avoidance and everything else. For those trim levels, it'll be there. But what you're really looking at, Stacy, is what is a physical contact, okay? And the crumple zones will behave the same way on the MKX as they do on the Edge. That design hasn't changed. So your safety is square on. Been a lot of folks, like I said, that have posted pictures of accidents in them and have come out in a fairly decent manner involving accidents. So, you know, it's a safe vehicle. So just rest assured on that aspect. Elhard, he's been working on his truck, and he escaped with very little skin and blood loss, which is an accomplishment, I think, for the Ford F-150 he's working on, because it's got some tight spaces in there. So he did get that done, and of course he didn't make a video, which we were all waiting for, and I want everybody to post on there. He's got to go back and redo it and do the video and everything else. So you want to make sure that you, of course, give him a hard time about that. Let's see. Yeah, Kevin, we got lots of new members this week. Keep those posts coming, folks. I'll try to answer questions as I see them. And then let's see, Ms. Cruz. I can't hardly read it because my eyes, but welcome from Puerto Rico. Yes. I hope you guys are getting things situated there. And yes, Aiden, I do have to send your stickers to you. They're on back order. I should get them next week. So I will get them in the mail as soon as possible. Let's see, we got other things. The foam cover, Chip. Chip's got a question about the foam covers. I'm going to tell you, when the foam covers are on my Ford Edge, end up in the garage and end up great mouse bedding. Okay, I take them off. I think they're a heat blanket, and I don't want heat. I want cooling. So mine don't have. I take all the covers off of mine. They sit in the garage, and if the mice don't eat them, I'll put them back on if I ever sell it or something like that. But again, I take the covers off because I don't like them. I don't want to sit there and heat soak my engine or anything else with a big blanket on it in the summertime. You know, and nobody likes to sleep with a blanket in the summer. It's too hot. Let's see, we got Val. Val's here. He hails from Chicago, the Windy City, and he's got himself a Ford Edge 2011 Sport all-wheel drive. He's trucking through the roads there with. So welcome in. And let's see, what else? Tyler. Holy cow. If anybody knows of anything to help Tyler avoid deer, you know, he keeps going out and hunting them with his Edge, and there's got to be a less expensive way to hunt deer. And so if you could give me some suggestions, holy cow, I'm just glad nobody's hurt. But man, what is that? What do you say? 2 of them in 2 months? Holy cow! That old song. If you ain't had one for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. that's about what that is equaling out to. So we want to make sure that you get that fixed, and I can see deductible and everything else. And by the way, deductible will come in line later on when I have my conversation about our main topic. But anyway, I hope you all saw that. Ron posted a wonderful picture of Gypsy, and I hope some of you, as far as the members that posted pets up on the group page, I did make a short video on the pets as a slideshow with some music and stuff. And you know, you gotta appreciate the little things in lives. And of course, dogs, cats, and I think there's even a hedgehog in there. I never had a hedgehog as a pet, but there was one in there. So if you haven't seen the video, go watch it. There's a hedgehog in there, and of course, a cute little bugger too. So you gotta love nature, right? Now let's see, what else do we have here? Jeremy is asking about performance parts on the Ford Edge. Jeremy, I am sorry to say you're going to be a wee bit disappointed. The Ford Edge is really not looked upon as a performance part car. Consumers don't really buy performance parts for the Ford Edge, and that is also affecting the, you know, you got to have demand to have supply. And with Ford Edge owners, there just hasn't been a recognized market for demand for parts. Now, granted, they got lowering springs, and they got the crossbars for the strut towers, and you know, they got high performance brakes you can buy, but that's pretty much any model. But you're not gonna find a lot. The only real way you're gonna be able to up the ante on your Gen 1 is to tune it. That's about all you got to offer for it. Cold air intakes, if you're running at wide open throttle all the time, you might see some difference, but normal street driving ain't gonna help you much. Tires, if you want better performance, turning and cornering, tires are always the #1 thing to do. Yes, good tires on there, and then you won't have a problem with that either. So tires is probably the cheapest and easiest way to get better performance. Stopping, turning, starting, all that other stuff. So that's one way to do it. Let's see what else we got here. I got another. Man, you guys are so small on here, I can't see it. Torque amount intercooler now available from 2 sources for the Gen 2 Sport. Yeah, with the boosted engine, yes, the EcoBoost, they are starting to come out with the valves and everything else that they have on there for the torque, for the turbos and all this other stuff. So they're starting to get more into that line, but the first and the 1.5, not a whole lot for the NA. And then as far as suspension parts, a little bit weak on that too. So you can have that. But yeah, there with the EcoBoost, there are aftermarkets, but you know, I'm not necessarily certain that the aftermarkets are really targeting the Edge as much as they're targeting the EcoBoost engine. You know, keep that in mind. I think it's the engine they're targeting more than they are the actual vehicle. So it cross applications to the Ford F-150 and any other vehicle that uses a 2.7 EcoBoost. So you can pretty much route that in there through that way. But the Ford Edge, yeah, they have to make them specific. But once they make it for the F-150, it's easy to slide it over to the Ford Edge. So, you know, that's where you can go there on that. Fusion, yeah, the Fusion is mostly a crossover from, or the Edge is mostly a crossover from the Fusion. It is a Fusion platform, Kevin. So, yeah, you're correct on that too. That's what the whole new second gen is based off of, is the Fusion. So we can rest assured that that's where that's at. Let's see, but basically we had a lot of things going on as far as the group page goes. And, you know, post your pictures, post your questions. Again, you know, the MACTFORDEDGE group, as you all know, for Lincoln, MKX, and Edge, is targeted towards fixing, repairing, modifying, and of course maintaining your Edge and MKX to the best possible manner so it doesn't break down. And again, I will say that the group members in this group probably have the best maintained Ford Edge Lincoln MKX of anywhere, because we do make sure we do the maintenance. Let's see, I will add one thing here just so you all know. I was complaining. Yes, I was complaining. You probably don't hear me do that too much, but I tend to do it. Just ask my wife. She says I complain so much it sounds like I'm whining. But anyway, I posted a video on the gear ties, and YouTube flagged me for content that was in a group of all sorts of nasty stuff. And I don't know, you guys watch the video. You guys and gals, I'll watch it. Let me know. I don't think I said anything or did anything wrong. But what I think they did get me on is the use of the word gear ties. And I guess the way I made the video might have been seen more like an advertisement than anything else. You know, I think that's why they flagged me, because they couldn't advertise with anything else, because it looked like I was advertising for somebody else. So it's neither here nor there. I re-edited it and took out a lot of the stuff, so you can watch the other edited version. But yeah, it's funny. It's the first time in 300 videos I've been tagged by YouTube for a violation of a policy of some sort. So it wasn't really a big infraction. It was more like, hey, this is questionable. So I don't know. I have no idea. But we'll move on with life, because it's too short for all that mess. But anyway, Sears is closing out, so everybody's going to Sears to buy parts. So if you can get a good deal, just make sure it is a good deal, because sometimes those are a little flaky. You want to make sure it is a good deal. And I will tell you all, yes, I don't have many of these stickers left, folks. Yes, these here, these MACT stickers, I do not have many of them left. They are almost gone. So by the end of Monday, I'll have even less. I'm not reordering anything at this point, but I do want you all to know, if you want to, go to PayPal. At the top, if you're using your phone, go to the pin part, and there's a PayPal link up there. Or on this MACTFORDEDGE YouTube channel, there's the blue PayPal button. You can go to the YouTube, hit that blue PayPal button, and you can buy the stickers there too. And they're $5 a piece for the red or the white. If you want another color, they're $7.50 a sticker. Okay? And if you're in the U.S., Canada, I will mail them for the price that you pay. You know, so if it's $7.50 for a special order color sticker, then that's all you pay. I absorb the postage, folks. You can't get much of a better deal on stickers than that. I ain't charging you postage. I'm basically absorbing that through the cost of the sticker. So if you want the stickers, get them while they're hot. I got something big after the first of the year, and I'm working on it, but we'll see what happens. But otherwise, we got the stickers, and once I run out, I won't order any for a while, because it has literally taken me about 8 or 10 months to sell these things. So yeah, that was only 100 stickers. So not much demand. I understand some of you do, but you know, as a rule, 10% of a population will do anything. So you know, that's the way it is. I understand that. Let's see, what else do we got here? I wanted to jump into something else here, so let me go and find my location on it. And it is Ford News. And I just wanted to cover a bit on the Ford News. Yes, this segment is the Ford News part. And basically, on October 31st, they were announced at the SEMA, yes, that the two hottest vehicle awards from SEMA went to the Ford Focus and the Ford F-Series for the hottest hatch and the hottest truck. No Edge, sorry, but you know, that's still a pretty good thing, because they've essentially won this award. Ford took home 15 out of 33 of the hottest vehicle awards presented by SEMA. Almost half of the awards, folks. I don't know who else got the rest. I didn't read on that. But basically, the F-Series and everything else got it, and the Ford Focus, you know, the hot hatch, yeah. That ST and that, I think, of the RS were the performance trims that were taking away the awards. So they're definitely picking it up at the Ford Motor Company as far as dealing with the truck and the small cars. Not so sure about the medium size there, but Let's see. They said for the Sport Compact Award, 2 years running they won the hottest hatch, and then the F Series essentially has been named the hottest truck 7 out of 8 times in the award's history. Okay, so 7 out of 8 of the award's history. That means there's only 1 year another truck has won that award. So that's a good thing in the favor of the F-150 too. And that just stands the line that we got a good vehicle going on there. And then some other news that I did notice that basically China is going to be working with Ford to help meet the electric vehicle demands. Yes, there's going to be a lot of China involvement as far as electric vehicles with Ford. And of course Ford is going to partner up with whoever they are. There is this Zotye, I guess. Ford and Zotye, basically a 50-50 joint venture for some new affordable electric vehicles for the Chinese market. And of course they're going to be dedicating that to that. But I'm sure some of this translates over to the United States as far as technology and implementing electric vehicles. So there's some changes there. And one thing that I did really appreciate in the last thing, and you know, being I'm in the safety side of the house, I tend to like some stuff like this, but Ford has started a new pilot program for the workers with an exoskeleton to help prevent repetitive stress disorder diseases. In other words, any type of issues with workers' fatigue, rotator cuff, all this stuff. They got some mechanical assist devices for the arms to help lift things and reduce the, of course, ergonomic injuries on there. So, you know, kudos for them as far as worker issues to help people not get hurt. And that's pretty much what I really like to see. Nobody getting hurt, none of you getting hurt in the snow driving and all that good stuff. So we want to make sure we do cover all that. That is a Ford news we're going to cover. Not much in development or anything else was really put out. But what else do we have? Upcoming projects. Yes, upcoming projects. What was I going to do? I went out and yesterday did some videos. You saw the gear ties, and then of course you saw one of my other videos in there. I forgot what I even did yesterday. But I went ahead and did the 9-minute fan replacement. You guys see that? 9 minutes? I almost surprised myself on that one. I didn't think I was going to come in under 10 minutes, but I got her done, and I even messed up. But 9 minutes, folks. Now, don't go be showing this over to the Ford dealer. Say, look, you can do it in 9 minutes. They're going to tell you, None of the mechanics like to hear that, folks. They really don't, okay? But, hey, what I am showing you is you can DIY this thing in less than 10 minutes if you pay attention to what you're doing. And I had fun doing it. It was, you know, I surprised myself on it. Like I said, I could probably do it even faster, you know, if I had the right things there that I needed. But I forgot my wire ties, so I couldn't tie it, and I had to hold up the hose with one hand. But I did get it done, and that's all that really counts. But other projects, I do have this coming up. Yes, I got to go do the taillights. And being it was snowing outside, who wants to make a video out in the snow anyway? So I did not go outside today to make that video, but I will probably try it out tomorrow. That'll be one of my future videos that I'll be working on. And I did another video also yesterday, but I haven't published it yet, but I probably will this week. It's a little quick tip. It's not a very long video, but I think you all in the northern states will find it beneficial to get done before it really starts getting cold and snowy and icy. Except for you guys in Canada, it's too late for you guys. But anyway, that's what I'm working on there. And then, of course, I do have some other jobs that I'm going to be working on. I'm thinking there might be an oil pressure switch video coming up. And then, of course, I still have to do my valve covers and everything else. I got a lot of projects to do, very little time to do them in, so I'm working really hard at doing that. Now, we got some other things in here that we, of course, are working on. And that is a TSB corner. Yes, we got some TSBs that, of course, were put out. Not necessarily TSBs this time, but we do have in our file section, Mano uploaded the common parts reference, part 2, 2007 through 2010 Edge MKX timing parts, coolant pump, and oil pump. Okay, with pricing, current pricing, and of course the part numbers, which may come in handy. So if you get online here with Facebook and us and say, hey, what's the part number? We got the document for you. All you got to do is go to that document, and then of course it's hyperlinked, and you can go right to that part number and click on it and get all the information you need to get. We make looking for parts easy on this group, don't we? And you can thank Mano for that, folks. He put some time and effort to put this together for us so we can find things and information simple and easy. And that's really what we want, right? We want to find it quick. This on-demand thing, we got to have it. So, but go ahead and look at it. Post up there. Just give you an idea. Timing parts, coolant pump, oil pumps. You got the primaries and the secondary left, secondary right. He's got all the parts listed here for chain guides, tensioners, timing covers, oil pump assembly, oil pickup screen, the gaskets for the tubes, water pump assembly gaskets, and of course all the other parts that go with it. This is a very good document for those of you who want it. And the only way you're going to get it if you're watching this on YouTube is joining MACTFORDEDGE, right? So you can get there and download that document and get those part numbers, and then of course be happy that you got them. So that is basically it. And we also have an uploaded document for the passive anti-theft system, secure lock, and the keys and the compatibilities for what key for what job. And it has flow charts and everything else, and reference charts to give you, along with descriptions, procedures, and what you need to do, and whether or not it's a PATS issue, basically a decision guide to help you do it. Very valuable tool if you're having a PATS issue. It helps you with the keys and, of course, what you need to do to, of course, get it corrected. So we do have that document, of course, for the PATS for the earlier versions, and then of course we have the 2013 plus version for the PATS system, and you can go through that. And of course, again, it's set up similarly for the PATS system, and you can get that information there, so you can download it, you can save it, you can print it out, whatever you want to do. It is there for your use, and that's the best thing about it. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Our TSBs, we really didn't have too much on this week. Didn't really work on it. I'll have some more real specific ones next time. But one thing that we do have and always do, what time is it, folks? Yes, it is nearly that time to actually address what we always tried to address, and that is our spotlight video. Now, we have a great video from a guy named Tony. Tony's a cool dude. You guys need to watch Tony's video, because that is coming up in the spotlight video.
My name is Tony, and this is my 2014 Ford Edge SEL. They've recently done some little personal touches to it. Kind of saying make it mine. Did the vinyl on the front and the side, and also I put some in the back. Added some LED lights as well. A little 3 there, and the grill. I also swapped out the headlight as well. Yeah, kind of right around. Add a little chrome handles. Get that some on the doors. Also add a little emblem. What the size the engine is. 3.5 liter. Ordered that off of Amazon.com. Also added the Ford Edge gas cap, which I went back and ordered that again, and it's not available anymore. When I ordered it, it came from a company out of Hong Kong. So maybe they're not doing business with them anymore. But I have to check into it, because I tried to order one for a friend of mine. I also put the LEDs on the back light, and also the vinyl where the tag is as well. Also, I added the chrome mirrors as well. They were just a regular mirrors. I don't know if I mentioned the door handles. Also, the chrome door handles. Also, with the LED lights, I added the little chrome inserts there. Kind of give it personal appearance. Yeah. This is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.
All right, that was a great video, wasn't it? Tony, good job. Liked your paint scheme on there. That is an excellent looking Ford Edge. And we do appreciate you taking the time to make that spotlight video. But that being said, we also want to make sure that whatever you do, you have a great day. And this is, of course, MACTFORDEDGE. And, of course, make sure you join up here on this Facebook group, MACTFORDEDGE. By that name, join the group. You're going to find this is a quickly growing group with a lot of good people, a lot of good information. And, of course, YouTube. Like and subscribe on this YouTube channel. And, of course, remember, I do not have comments set up on my YouTube videos, so you'll have to join MACTFORDEDGE on Facebook to, of course, ask questions. But, again, like and subscribe the videos on YouTube. And last but not least, my feet hit the floor today, and I'm having a great day. And I want you all to have a great day. And with that being said, we got the Band of One, which of course is going to play some more great music for you all. And then, of course, Mercy Girl is going to toss out a couple one-liners for you all. And then we're going to call it quits. And, of course, make sure that we have a great day anyway. So have a great coming week.
Thank you for watching MacT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Girl production.